We got cheese, we got salsa verde, we got chicken. What else could we use for this sandwich? That would be really good. What would be nice? Gotta get it straight from Italy. Why? That's a waste. Super Spy, if you get things straight from Italy, how long did it take before it came from Italy to you? And how long before you get you to your table? And how long and how old is that cheese at that point? And does it qualify as fresh? The answer is it doesn't. And you'd be better off learning how to make mozzarella on your own instead of paying an outrageous shipping price to get from Italy just to flex. In my opinion, pizza shops that do that in the US are doing them, the customer base, a disservice over anything else. It's like, yeah, but our stuff is from Italy. And I'm like, who cares? Who cares? The guy down the street is making fresher mozzarella than you're putting on this and not bragging about it. You know what I mean? To me, it's a useless flex. And also, there are companies out there. I don't need to talk like Christopher Walken anymore. There are companies out there that will actually. They come in to verify that your pizza is like authentic, right? So you got to be doing certain things, ordering certain ingredients, and doing all that. But quite frankly, it's a con. I mean, first off, who fucking cares about authenticity in a modern age? Right? As far as when it comes from food, it's like, make it as authentic as you can, but obviously you're not going to be able to make it authentic. To where people got to come out and grade your authenticity. But that's all I'm saying. Fuck all that shit. Hello.
I asked you to heat up a slice of pizza.
Oh, I didn't hear you at all.
I didn't say it. I said.
Oh, Jesus.
And chat has been trying to tell you for like 5 minutes.
He did. Oh, Jesus. I missed it.
Please.
Where did you say it? Oh, God, you said it all the way up there. I wasn't paying attention at that point. I missed a couple of things. When you wait months and months to spend tens of thousands of dollars. I was talking about the oven. But if you wait months and months and spend $10,000, no, not a pizza oven. No. There's other pizza ovens you can get. Look into it. There's some that don't cost that much. I'm talking about a smaller pizza oven that you can put outside and it's on a deck. You should be looking into the models that they're doing these days. The Gozi and all that kind of stuff, they're amazing. They're fucking amazing. And they cost under $1,000 and they're wood fired. And you can portable. They come with a case. You can take them wherever you want. Yeah, Super Spy. You think I'm about to spend $10,000 on a fucking pizza oven? No, I'm gonna get a fucking pool before I do that. Come on, Houston! How you doing, man? Madness, how you doing? No. Technology these days. I saw one of my friends got married, and when they got married, he had basically a pizza party in the sense that these people came out and they did just pizzas for the whole wedding. That was what they did, and it was really good. But they only had 3 pizza ovens, and they had the pizza ovens I'm talking about right now. They needed like 2 more. But I was like, this is a great concept. You show up as a catering thing, you just do like some past apps, some salads, and then all you do is pizza. But you really got to be able to like, you have to be having one going in the oven while you're taking the other one out. You can't put one in and then put one out. It gums the whole thing up. You don't move fast enough. And then people start getting in line and they're like, oh, why is this taking so long? And it's a party, people are drinking. Yeah, Super Spy. We do that here. Give me a white wine spritzer. That's a Simpsons quote, right? That was just before Ned and Homer went on a crazy bender and Ned got married. Right? What season was that? Also, you guys see what I'm doing with this pizza slice? Put it in, hit it with some water, put a lid on it. It'll get nice and crunchy on the bottom. It'll steam on the top. They're obsessed with frittata because they know it gets under my skin. They always want me to be making frittatas. I'll tell you what. Okay. I got one. If we hit our goal this month, if we hit our sub goal this month, I will do a frittata video every day. Charlie, no. It's not what it is. We will do a frittata video every day. I will shoot one off stream on Kick. And it will be much like my weed video, but we have to hit our goal. If we hit 240 this month, we'll do that. Wait.
Oh my gosh.
Wasting time! Get the fuck out of here! Wasted time, what? Holy shit! Wasted time said bet? Wasted time said bet. Who got one? Sammy Sweetheart, great job Spaghetti. Talantra, that's funny. Norgoth, let's go! Darth Verbaka, Optimus Prime, Do Thy Jade, User, Dash of Gold, and Mimi. I don't know who User is. Jesus. Don't challenge people. We didn't get it yet. I mean, sure, but we're still only at fucking 29. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's still a challenge. Fucking Wasted Talent just came in and threw down. Holy shit. Holy shit. All right, hold on, because we got to do a couple of things, but I wanna clean this up a little bit. Because we heated up that pizza, but we got to still toast this bread. Holy shit. Did I say wasted talent? I meant wasted time. It says time. I'm wasted talent. I'm wasted talent. Because I'm always wasted, and I'm the talent. All right, well, shit. Yeah, we got to put in... If we get 2 more subs, we've got to do... What is that? $7.5 milligrams. We got to do 7.5 milligrams. And talent, not wasted talent. No, it's wasted, but I'm wasted talent. Some might say that fits too. Doubtful. All right, hold on. We surpassed our 20, so that means, you guys know what that means. I know, it's growing back really quick. I'm so glad for that, because I was so worried about his undercoat.
Good boy. Yeah, you want to be no naked
Yeah, he doesn't want to wear a shirt. I mean, how's it looking at the
5
base?
minutes until 4:20. 5 minutes until 4:20.
Oh shit, 1 minute? I swear to God it's loading. So happy. I don't. Yes. Serious, he's been wearing a shirt because he could actually lick at like one of his areas and we're like, we don't want that. So he covered it. So now that it's not as like irritated and healed better, we can actually trust him a little bit more. All right, we're just getting it set up. Yeah. Happy 420!
Smoke weed every day.
Now it's actually 420 in Halifax. Now it's actually 420.
Hello there.
Thirsty Taro? Yo, that's a fire name. You're a tarot card reader? But like you drink tea? Is that what it is? But thirsty tarot? That's funny. Pardon me. Started coughing in your ear. Dig it. You have an excellent screen name to describe what you do here. If you do indeed stream. If not, you probably just do that in general. Welcome in. We just heated up some pizza for my wife, but we're also gonna make a sandwich if you want like a little bit of that too. Yeah! Do you want a little napkin? Do you want this sauce? That's okay. I don't know, it was out. Oh no, those are done. Those are done. All right, we hit our 10 increment. So we're gonna do a random game of Trombone Champ. If you've never, no, we're not gonna do the warm up. Come on, random. All right. Fucking ska bird. All right. Come on. No, don't everybody ska. Ska, we agreed. Ska was a phase. Emo is forever. Okay? And squirrel nut zippers don't qualify as ska. They're actually a throwback to like weird southern Louisiana jazz. Come on. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Rusky, why do you sound like that in the bathroom? Oh, deep fried cheese? Yeah, don't. That's bad. No Doubt started as ska. Is that what they really qualified as when they first started out? Really? Gwen Stefani. I mean, really, No Doubt. Oh my God. Just a B. They did. Oh, did they go for like when they first started? They didn't have Gwen Stefani as a band member. Box wine is terrible, lest you cooking with it. Okay, then it's better than cooking wine because cooking wine is seasoned, so that alcoholic cooks don't drink it. Yeah, but we've already redeemed everything. Everything's been redeemed. There's nothing left. Till the new update. They did. They just changed their sound. Yeah, that's so it always had Gwen Stefani. Cheers. Box wine is terrible. We're having a little bit of watermelon basil. It's not Jess's favorite. I do like it, but that just means I'm going to drink this first so that I know it won't go bad. But it's good. Watermelon basil. I think next time we're going to do watermelon mint and try it with lime as well. But I also want to try, what is it, the Brazilian lemonade? Is that what it is? Where they put the limes and puree that, and then they add sweetened condensed milk. But that one, I'm just like, ugh, sweetened condensed milk. You know? Most wine's supposedly one of the better ones from Walmart. I mean, yeah. Look. There's actually companies that make wine that put their wines in bags. I don't know if that means that they're bad and they just want to do that, or they're just trying to do a different delivery system. Boxed wine is perfect for cooking and camping. Oh, that's good. Nice and cold. That's why I like boxed wines. Cooking and camping. That's right. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, there's some companies that are doing it, and I'm like, they're doing a good job with it. See, now look what you did. Now that you look what you did. We're talking about it. But yeah, I want to be able to do videos with drinks. So like, this is something I really love right now, and we dump in the strawberries and do the thyme. I want to do another strawberry drink, though. I want to see what else we could do. All right. The chicken is rested well enough now, and Jess is eating her pizza, so I know she's not going to really be hungry for this now. She'll just have a little bit. Strawberry smash. They're good. And they're in season. But I also want to do another watermelon. What would be another fun summer drink? What would be a fun summer ingredient that we could do? By the way, if I was going to film this for a video, I would keep that chicken in one piece. Whoa, you fucker. Yeah, so the strawberry drink that we did was just strawberries, I want to say a little bit over a pint. And then there was a tablespoon of honey, as well as, what was it? Oh, thyme and salt. Blueberries and lemon, that'd be good. Cantaloupe, that'd be good. Watermelon kiwi, but not for Jess. Yeah, no, Jess can't do we just can't do the kiwi anymore. I know. We were talking about that the other day. Melons would be good though. Yeah. No, not yet, but it's coming up on it. Cucumber. That's a melon too. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, if we can find actually good honeydew melon, that would be good too. Yeah, a honeydew melon drink would be nice, but it has to be good honeydew. That's the only thing. Blueberries, we'll do cucumber. Change my name again. Bagged wine is terrible. Terrible.